What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. So today we're gonna talk about the relationship that certain rappers have with their head honcho, right? I think this situation, we can call this the battle of the rapper's best friends, right? Which best friend is getting treated correctly by the head honcho? Who am I talking about? Tony Yayo and Memphis Bleek, better known as Bleek, right? Now, Bleek is Jay-Z's like a little brother to Jay-Z. Bleek grew up in Marcy Projects just like Jay did, except Jay was hanging out with like Bleek's auntie and older uncles and so on and so forth, right? Because Jay is like 9 years older than Bleek or something like that. But Bleek got pulled into the industry, the rap industry, by Jay, and Jay called Bleek the new and improved Jay-Z, which set Bleek up for failure, in my opinion. But whatever, man. Bleek, he sold records. He had some nice a few hit songs. He made him some money. All of that, it's all good. Yayo is 50 Cent's right-hand man. Yayo really grew up with Fifth as they were young, like kids coming up in Southside Jamaica, Queens, right? Yayo, again, got pulled into the industry by Fifth. They were all G-Unit together. And Yayo is looked at as one of the most loyal individuals. Bleek is too. Bleek is looked at as one of the most loyal individuals that has existed in hip-hop, right? Because Bleek never went against Jay. Yayo never went against Fifth, right? So, anyway, Yayo did an interview with $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, him and Uncle Murder. And he spoke about he don't know, in so many words, he was saying that Jay doesn't treat Bleek and everybody else in Rockefeller like they were families, like they were actually a family and they were actually brothers. He spoke about Jay treating people in Rockefeller and Rock Nation, etc., like they're just business deals, like they're business to him, not as an actual family. And Yayo spoke about how Fifth actually treated him and Banks like they was actually family, and so on and so forth. And then Yayo expounded on his thoughts when he went on Club Shay Shay. He went on Club Shay Shay and gave a little bit more of an extensive explanation of what he meant. And he was like, when any of them fell into financial trouble or needed anything, Fifth gave it to them, right? When he knew, oh man, Buck having trouble with taxes or whatever, he gave he gave Buck money. When any of them needed something or a loan, he gave it to them. And it wasn't he wasn't treating them like business. And Yayo was saying he doesn't think that Jay does that with individuals at Rockefeller. If Jay gonna do something for you, it's a business move. That's it. And that is where things got a little dicey a little bit. Because Bleek responded to that and say, Jay don't got to do nothing for me. I'll do my own thing. I'm my own boss. He don't got to do nothing for me. Right? And it kind of made it seem like Bleek was saying, hey, Fifth got to do stuff for y'all. Right? A little bit. But it got worse because Bleek went on Jim Jones' podcast and spoke about the situation with Yayo. And he said, Jay don't got to do nothing for me. I can do my own thing. He don't got to do nothing. I'm not waiting for Jay to do nothing for me, etc. And Jim Jones went and called Yayo a smoker, right? Essentially calling Yayo a crackhead and like Yayo need to take better care of his hygiene. He needs to go to the dentist because his teeth yellow. He needs to brush his teeth. Jim Jones started going in on Yayo, right? Now, Bleek what's the word I'm looking for? Bleek didn't really he didn't want Jones to go that far and call Yayo a smoker or nothing. But he did in so many words like, yo, 50 doing stuff for y'all because he gotta do stuff for y'all. Because Jim Jones came around and saying that at the end of him insulting Yayo, like, yo, he gotta do that for y'all. Y'all need that help. And Bleek was like, facts, in so many words like, Yayo, Fifth do that for y'all because you need it. So, again, I know I went on a whole tangent explaining everything, but let me just get around to the gist of this entire conversation. Neither 50 Cent nor neither Curtis 50 Cent Jackson or Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z, neither one of them handle friendships well at all, in my opinion. And I say this as big fans of both of these individuals' music. 100%. Like, Jigga is my favorite rapper of all time. And everybody knows that. I got Jigga number one on my list. I really do. Fifth, growing up, man, like I was such a 50 Cent fan. Like when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, I knew that album front to back. Massacre, the same way. I had the G Unit video, the 50 Cent video game. I had G Unit clothing, G Unit tank tops. I wanted to give me some Reeboks. That Fifth had, my daddy was like, I ain't getting them. We just got you the other shoes, right? But I wanted to get the Reeboks because of 50. So I was a big G Unit fan, and I'm still a fan of the music and Fifth shows. But I think both of these individuals, 50 Cent and Jay-Z, are flawed when it comes to their friendships and their personalities, right? What do I mean by that? Jay won't give you a piece of sandwich. He won't give you a piece of his sandwich unless you doing something for Rock Nation. You know, you remember that, like the commercial? Not the commercial. Like, what can Uncle Sam do for you? Them posters. What can you do for Uncle Sam? Or what can Uncle Sam do for you? Or something like that. Like, pointing at you. Jigga looking like, what can you do for Rock Nation? He ain't giving you a piece of his sandwich unless you can do something for Rock Nation. What can you do for The Rock? Yeah, you might be hungry, but fuck all that. What can you do for me first? Jigga do treat everybody around him like business. Even Bleek, right now. Bleek in his will. What you say? Bleek can be one hit away his whole career. As long as I'm alive, he's a millionaire. And even if I die, he's in my will somewhere. So he can just kick back and chill somewhere. Oh, yeah. He don't even got the right rhymes. And I believe that's true. I do think Bleek is in his will, right? But the way the money Jay-Z got, Jay might end up outliving Bleek, for real. And we all know what did Pusha T say? Ask Steve Jobs. Wealth don't buy health. But I don't know. Jigga might figure out a way to just keep staying here forever, ever, ever for a long time, right? And I do believe that Jay has Bleek in his will, for real. But I remember when Bleek was Bleek's wife, her birthday was coming up or something like that, or their wedding anniversary, or her birthday was coming up. I think it was the birthday. Bleek talked about in the pod on an interview how he asked Jay for 2 tickets to the Beyonce concert so he can take his wife to the Beyonce concert. Jay looked at his ass. Jay told his ass, I don't know what you calling me for. In so many words, I can't help your ass, Bleek. I don't know what you calling me for. I cannot help you. Huh? Bro, these 2 tickets not going to hurt your wife's business, your wife's sales at all, bro. I'm your man. I just want to do something nice for my wife. And you sitting up in here telling me you don't know what you can do. You don't know why I'm calling you for? You don't know what I'm doing calling you? That's wild to me. That's not good friendship to me. And I know people going to make excuses for it. Again, I'm one of the biggest Jay-Z fans alive. But I still think he's very capitalistic and the shit he does is not okay. Like, that's not cool to just treat your friends like business, especially somebody like Bleek, who has never slandered Jigga's name, when I'm sure there's been opportunities to do so. And we saw other people do it within Rockefeller. And Bleek has always remained loyal. He never went against Jay. That man just asked you for 2 tickets to take his wife to the Beyonce concert on her birthday, and you like, shit, I don't know what you calling me for. The hell, what the? Hey, remember Kane got Eilena pregnant on Minister Society, and she said, Kane, I'm pregnant. He said, what the fuck you telling me for? Y'all know how Tyron Turner was talking. That's how Jay was telling Bleek. He telling Bleek, what the fuck you calling me for? I'm not getting you no Beyonce tickets. Hell no. You better tell your wife to get her ass on Groupon. That's what Jigga basically was saying to Bleek. And I know people not going to like that because people love Jigga, especially due to the fact that Jigga is married to B. So they're going to feel like we got to protect Jigga's name because he married to B as well. And I know fans look at it like that, or fans look at the money he's amassed and feel like we got to protect Black excellence. Again, I'm a bigger Jay-Z fan than y'all. I know Jigga verses that y'all don't even know. 100%. I can bet my bottom dollar on this shit. So, yeah. And I still recognize, oh, no, JB on some bullshit for real. He ain't doing nothing for you unless you can do for Rock Nation. God damn it. I don't care if you're hungry. Hey, man, you need a coat? Hey, man, what you gonna do for Rock Nation for this goddamn coat? Fuck all that. And to me, that's where humanity is lacking at times with Jigga. Like, compassion or like showing love for your true compassion for your friend. And you can't look at everything like a business deal, especially to people who have been loyal to you through everything to no end. You know, like it's certain humanity that's in me that won't allow me to do something like that. It ain't like Bleek was asking for 20 tickets to the Beyonce concert. He wasn't even asking for 5. You know what I mean? He was asking for 2 for him and his wife. And Bleek probably would have paid for his own ticket. He probably just wanted one for his wife. Jigga looking like, I don't know what you calling me for. It's kind of like, you remember, I hate people like this too. When you up and a person is, and this is a whole different situation because Bleek is not less fortunate. But he ain't got nowhere near the money that all these other rappers got or that Jay got, for real. Not the head honchos. But he ain't got nowhere near the money Jay got. But anyway, y'all remember, I watched Meek Mill. Meek Mill was in the street. It might have been in Philly. It was a homeless guy asking for some change from Meek. Meek make this man get on the floor and do push-ups on the ground outside and said, we ain't into no handouts. We don't do no handouts. You want some money, you got to work for it. I would never make no homeless person do no push-ups for me and record them talking about that's how you earn some money. This man is old enough to be your grandfather, Meek. Old enough to be a father. What the fuck is wrong with you? I thought that shit was so corny. Right? But it's kind of akin to that. Like, oh, you ain't getting nothing without working for it. You got to show me you want to work for it. Like, no, bro. Like, you got it. Like, I never would do that to anybody. I'm not going to embarrass them or make them feel like you're subservient to me in order to get this paper up out of me when I got it, bro. Like, I just never would do that. Now, on the other side of the coin, we got Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Fifth will give people money when they need it, for sure. He will give them money, but that comes at a cost. Because 50 gonna little boy you. You gonna have to be indebted to him. Like, you cannot, Fifth could get on radio or something and embarrass you. And you gotta eat that. Yayo he can never go against Fifth. At all. Publicly or privately, he can't. He cannot. Or 50 gonna let him have it. And he gonna get on social media and clown him to no end. For real. Like, when you are in a friendship with Fifth gonna help you and give you money and stuff like that if you need it. But he's also gonna sun you. Even if he older than you, he's gonna clown you. You know, like, I look at, like again, Yayo can never tell Fifth about himself. He can never, like, even if he do something wrong to Yayo got his mindset, and he said this. He will never say nothing to Fifth because Fifth has done so much for him. And I understand you being grateful for a person for doing things to you, but that don't come at the cost of you treating me like I'm nothing, like I'm dirt on the ground. It can never be that, right? 50 want to be able to treat you how he want to treat you, and you still love him and appreciate him and still come around him like nothing happened. He wants that type of relationship with people. That's why him and Banks ain't cool to this day. He getting on interviews calling Banks lazy, not being empathetic to Banks losing his father and all of that. And Fifth got a lot of trauma and he need goddamn counseling and therapy because he is a very, what's the word I always use? He's a sociopathic individual. 50 is a sociopath. And a lot of that has festered from him losing his mother and for being in the streets and being hardened his ass out of his goddamn mind. But look, he was trashing Banks. Banks never went against Fifth publicly or nothing. But trashing Banks, because I guess Banks ain't putting music out at the rate you want him to put music out. Trashing and belittling him in media and in your book and all of that. And you think Banks still supposed to come around you. Banks don't come around 50 no more because of those things. So yes, Fifth on the other hand, unlike Jay, he will give you money if you need it. He will give you a piece of his sandwich if you're hungry. He will buy you a jacket, shoes, a shirt, some glasses if you need to see. He will give you a car. He will let you stay in his house. But at the same time, your ass better not say shit to him, and he can embarrass you in any way, and you better not get mad about it. You know? And also, but I'm gonna say this too. Bleek has told stories of Jay sunning him. And on multiple occasions, sunning him. You know, and yeah, and clowning him. For real. And even Jigga, and I know this is a little different because he met J. Cole through business, signing him to a business deal. I think I remember J. Cole talking about Jay seeing Drake at like the little dinner that him and LeBron hold. LeBron and Jay used to have this little dinner during All-Star Weekend. And Jay saw Drake at the dinner and told him, "Hey, come here, Drake. Teach a man's how to make a hit record. Teach a man's how to basically telling him, hey, teach J. Cole how to make a hit record out here." And Cole talked about how embarrassed he was at that moment because this is his contemporary. This is somebody that's like they're on the same level in hip hop. They're like the same age or in the same age range. And your boss is telling another artist from another label, teach you how to make a hit record is embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm using that story to say Jay also will have no problem putting you in embarrassing situations. And even somebody like Bleek, who he has known for most of their whole entire life, like Bleek will, like he's spoken about Hov trying to clown him, Jay trying to clown him at certain times. You know? So yes, Jay has put like his boy Emery. After Emery went to jail and took the fall for a lot of the stuff that happened that him and Jay and other people around Jay were doing, you know, and they passed. He blessed Emery with some bread, put him in a position to get some money and all of that, and that's cool. But bro, why can't Bleek have a ticket to the damn Beyonce concert without you acting like he's asking for $5 billion? Well, like what? Why can't a brother have a piece of your sandwich without him having to make a hit record for Rockefeller? Like that, why do he gotta make a damn hook and a damn whole verse for Rockefeller, for Rock Nation, for a Rock Nation artist to get a piece of the sandwich? Like what? That's no, man. That's not okay. That's not cool. And same for Fifth. Fifth, why will you give people money and help them out, but then expect you want to treat them however you want to treat them without them responding to you or without them pushing back against it? That's not cool. So neither one of these individuals handle friendship the correct way. Friendship is about, hey man, I shouldn't have to treat you like a business deal every time. Like, no, man. Especially when I've been knowing you all my life. Like, come on, bro. You shouldn't, as a friend, you shouldn't treat, especially if you're a friend asking for one ticket to your wife concert or something. 2 tickets to a concert. I know some of y'all gonna say it's gonna turn into doing it every single time. Bleek is so respectful of Jay. He would never ask Jay for concert tickets every single time. He wanted to do something special for his wife. That was it. Bleek is never the type of person that will run out and keep asking for concert tickets over and over. He respects and admires Jay so much. He puts Jay on such a pedestal. He will never do that. He really look at Jay as like he look at Jay on an entire different tier than him as a person, as a man, and I don't think that's okay either. You know, I don't think that's all right that Bleek does that and I get Jay saved his life and took him out the hood and all of that, but he look at Jay as almost like, you know, hey, he look at Jay as if almost an extension of shit, like I don't know. I was gonna say a father, a big brother, but yeah, it's a little much at times the way he looks at Jay. You know, and it's one thing to be grateful for the opportunity that your friend has blessed you with and all of that, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, I think if we got a friendship and a brotherhood, I should be able to like, bro, you can give me one ticket or something for my wife. I should be able to ask you for a piece of sandwich without you trying to play me and saying what I'm going to do for Rock Nation. And at the same time, if we friends, I would never think I'm going to treat you any type of way because I'm up and I got money and I gave you a loan or something, or I gave you a little bit of money, and now I get to treat you however I want to treat you. That's not real friendship at all. Real friends can hold each other accountable. They treat each other with love and respect. They don't violate each other. If it's something reasonable, I shouldn't have to get you to do. You shouldn't have to do 500 push-ups for something extremely reasonable. Something is not a wild request. You shouldn't have to jump through 80,000 hoops or something simple. If that's your friend, your friend shouldn't have to do that. You know? So that's just my gripe with this whole situation. And Jim Jones need to stay out with him and, Yayo and Bleek whole situation. But Jim don't like Fifth. And because he knows Yayo will co-sign everything Fifth says, he probably has co-signed some stuff that Fifth has said about Jim. So Jim didn't give a damn about going at Yayo. And that's the word I meant to use earlier in the video. Bleek didn't co-sign everything that Jim Jones was saying about Yayo, but he co-signed the part about Yayo don't have nothing else, like he can't really do for himself, so he expecting Fifth to do for him. He co-signed that part a little bit, But Jay and Fifth both don't handle friendships correctly, and they both need to learn empathy and compassion for people. Because they don't have it like that for real. Because Jay look at everybody like business, even when he been knowing you his whole life, and you've been a loyal soldier for him forever, ever. He look at you like business, 100%. And Fifth, he'll give you a loan or he'll give you money if you need help, but then he'll treat you like shit and expect for you to be okay with it. It's a lack of empathy, compassion, and sociopathic. These are just my thoughts, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out, y'all. Peace.